Do you ever feel like you're carrying a weight that others simply don't understand? You strive to live rightly, you maintain your integrity, yet your journey seems consistently more arduous, your struggles more intense, your sorrow more profound. Let me be clear, this is not a figment of your imagination. Those marked for a significant purpose often bear burdens that appear inexplicable to the outside world. It can seem as if you are navigating life with a unique vulnerability. But if this resonates, you might be among those set aside, designated for a destiny that transcends the mundane. Here lies the great contradiction. A calling does not promise a life of ease. Frequently, it demands traversing profound lows that challenge your very foundation. Hardships that feel like penalties are, in reality, affirmations of your selection. These ordeals don't merely dismantle you, they reconstruct you. They peel back superficial layers and compel you to depend not on the fleeting validation of others, but on a deeper spiritual affirmation. Perhaps you found yourself weeping in solitude, questioning why hardship seems your constant companion. Perhaps companions have faded from your life without clear cause. Perhaps you sense an invisible load that nobody else can perceive. If this is your experience, listen closely. You are not forsaken, you are not overlooked, and you are not walking this path alone. Throughout history, the destined have trod this very same constricted way, and every sob, every betrayal, every grief was never without purpose. It was sculpting them for greatness. Let's explore the 5 distinctive sorrows that characterize those who are called. Recognizing them will bring clarity to your path. The first sorrow is the ache of being cast aside. Exclusion arrives without invitation. One moment, individuals stand with you. The next, they have vanished. You scrutinize your own actions, yet often find no fault. The actuality is this: you have not altered. Your essence has. And that inherent brightness disturbs those accustomed to dimness. The called carry an aura that quietly unsettles. Your mere presence confronts what others prefer to avoid. So rather than confront their own shadows, they distance you. Even biblical figures face this pain. His own kin were skeptical. His townspeople mocked him. Is this not the craftsman's offspring? If such a one endured being cast out, you should not be shocked when you face it yourself. But this exclusion serves a divine intention. It loosens your grip on human praise and fastens you to a celestial endorsement. It is also a form of protection. Certain people cannot accompany you into your future. Their involvement would only hinder your progress. So when they are removed, perceive it not as harshness, but as compassion. Do not pursue those who depart. Wish them well, let them go, and have faith that space is being cleared for your true companions. The second sorrow is the pang of solitude. This is a loneliness that no gathering can soothe. You can be encircled by loved ones, mirth, and commotion, and still feel a hollow yearning within. The called know this isolation intimately, for its source is not a lack of company, but a divergence of spirit. You cradle dreams others cannot fathom. You perceive echoes of the eternal while the world discusses trivialities. Your mind operates on a wavelength of fate, while those near you are concerned with convenience. Consequently, even when you attempt to express your inner fire, you encounter indifferent glances, courteous acknowledgement, or outright disdain. This forges a quiet sorrow, for you recognize that the core of your identity is what sets you apart. You cherish people, but you cannot follow their trajectory. They seek achievement. You are pursuing meaning. They desire to blend in. You are meant to stand out. This solitude is not random. It is deliberate. The divine often separates the chosen to communicate with them without interference. Reflect on this. The prophet was summoned in the wilderness, far from the clamor of the city. Another heard the divine voice not in the wind or the blaze, but in the gentle whisper while alone in a cavern. Even the teacher frequently retreated to desolate places for prayer. It is in seclusion that purpose is imparted. It is in isolation that your foundations strengthen. Where the world perceives emptiness, the divine perceives readiness. And yes, it is painful. You may question why your dearest ones cannot share the load you carry. You may grieve when your most heartfelt supplications are met with incomprehension. You may ache for a single soul who truly understands. But hear this: your loneliness is not a sentence. It is a sanctuary. Just as a seed must be planted alone in the earth before it can sprout, you too are being concealed for a time. And here is the assurance: you will not always journey alone. In its season, kindred spirits will enter your life. those who comprehend you, who share your vision, and who ignite your passion. Until that moment, the solitude you endure is molding you, honing you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Therefore, do not resent it. The quiet that pains you now will become the foundation of your future. The third sorrow is the turmoil of internal war. Every chosen soul confronts a conflict within, spirit against desire. You intend to meditate, but feel empty. You reach for scripture, but find your mind wanders. You commit to transformation, yet allurements persist. Then arrives the shame, murmuring, "If I were truly faithful, why would I struggle so?" But even a revered apostle admitted, "I find myself doing the wrong I do not want, instead of the good I intend." The reality is the called feel enticement more acutely because opposition recognizes your capacity. If you are destined to speak, your voice will be assailed. If you're meant to guide, arrogance will tempt you. If you're called to praise, it may be twisted into ego. An absence of internal friction is not necessarily a mark of virtue. It can signify capitulation. Your struggle is not defeat. It is evidence that a higher spirit is active within you. Every stumble is an opportunity to rise once more, embrace grace, and proceed with greater humility. The fourth sorrow is the grief of relinquishment. The chosen are required to release, time and again. Sometimes it starts modestly, a practice, a form of entertainment, a location that no longer aligns with your core, but as time passes, the forfeitures become more substantial. Bonds that once shaped you now restrain you. Professional avenues that seemed favorable suddenly conflict with your mission. Even blessings that others applaud might not be meant for you. The patriarch departed his homeland. The leader abandoned a life of luxury. The scholar set aside his accolades. Each act of letting go felt like deprivation, but it was actually incubation. In the spiritual realm, subtraction can be a form of addition. Isn't that profound? With every release, you create capacity for something superior. Your tears of surrender plant the seeds of tomorrow's joy. The fifth, and perhaps most difficult sorrow, is the agony of anticipation. The world speeds forward while you feel stationary. You plead, but the heavens seem mute. You seek entry, yet gates remain shut. The dreamer knew this anguish, confined while his visions seemed dormant. The king-elect knew it, appointed yet concealed in wilderness refuges for seasons. Their postponements were not disciplinary, they were developmental. Waiting purifies character, enabling you to bear the mass of the promise when it ultimately arrives. Every unheard appeal is expanding your reliance. Every blocked passage is examining your faithfulness. And while it may feel severe, divine timing is never tardy. The significance within the sorrow. When you intertwine these sorrows, rejection, loneliness, internal war, relinquishment, and waiting, a design emerges. These are not indicators of abandonment. They are badges of your summons. Being cast aside transfers your reliance heavenward. Loneliness fine-tunes your hearing for a sacred voice. Internal conflict maintains your humility and dependence. Relinquishment empties your hands to receive greater gifts. Waiting fortifies your trust and endurance. Your voyage may lack comfort, but it is consecrated. While others pursue pleasure, you are being equipped for impact. While many remain in the shallows, you are being drawn into the depths. One day, all those tears will find their meaning. You will realize that the nights spent in despair were planting future abundance, that every denial was redirecting you to a grander affirmation. And when the promise finally manifests, you will declare with absolute conviction, the cost was justified. Every tear, every betrayal, every solitary hour, it was all justified. So if you feel distinct, if you feel misjudged, if you feel the pressure of unseen conflicts, hold this truth. You are chosen, and the chosen do not tread simple routes. They walk with intention and significance. Do not surrender. Your finest chapter is still unwritten. Your deepest pain is preparing your greatest purpose. If this message connected with you, please like this video and subscribe to Winds of Thought so we can continue this exploration together. The weight you carry is the shape of your calling.